Coming up in this captain's vlog, we go sailing.
We're sailing.
Sail repair begins.
Okay, so I've got my sail here.
I say MIPI a lot.
MIPI cable. MIPI cables. This is called a MIPI cable.
And I discover Brightwork.
It smells really nice. It smells like oranges, and it's kind of like sunscreen for teeth. Here we are sailing. Dad's trying to keep us on track. Watch your spot, Dad.
All right, so there wasn't a whole lot of sailing in the last, or I should say the first captain's vlog that I published. So I thought I'd start off with a little sailing here. Here we are, me and my father, who traveled out from Chicago to come visit me.
Heeling over, doing 4 knots. Say hi. Hi, we're going, we're sailing. In Edward's boat. First time he's had the sail up on his own. Watch that mark, Dad.
It was probably only blowing like 10 knots, and it was perfect for a couple of beginners like us. It was on a sail like this, though, that I discovered that my sacrificial layer, that's this layer of fabric sewn to the outside edge of the furling jib there to protect it from the sun, was coming. It was basically rotting off. So I endeavored to remove the head sail, which I'd never done before. Here I am removing the head sail for the first time, which wasn't that difficult. The hardest part about working with a sail is just its size. So here I am folding it up on the dock. I don't know if this is the right way to do things, but this is how I did it.
Okay, so I've got my sail here. All around. So got my sail here that I pulled down from the boat, and now I am going to take these little trimmers and pull off the old sacrificial UV cover that was there. I'm still not quite sure what I want to do with it. All these stitches are pretty rotten and just kind of pulling away, as you can see. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so this is what I'm dealing with. Just flaking away. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I think the rest of the sail is okay. You can see that it's just tearing away, so I'm not quite sure what to do, because I feel like that's not just the sacrificial layer, that is the actual seam of the foot of the sail. I'm gonna have to go back along the seam here with some kind of sewing machine and create another hem, create another like flap over. Anyway, that's gonna have to be done. The real question though is whether I want to, like, it needs to be taken out, but unstitch all that shit. I could just unstitch it from here and cut it. I think these are the right scissors for the job. Basically what I've decided to do is trying to limit the amount of work and limit the amount of damage done to the sail, because I believe the UV cover was actually installed or sewn into the sail when it was being made. So this is the original UV cover. And so unstitching it would mean unstitching a lot of the underlying sail as well. And most of it up here doesn't seem that bad. It's just along this trailing edge. It's just this first little couple inches that are kind of rotted by the sun. So what I'm going to do is going to take off the rotted bits, leave as much stitching as possible, and then I'm going to get like maybe like a 4 to 6 inch ribbon, a long ribbon of the sailcloth, and I'm going to stitch it all the way down the side a couple more times right over this, and that'll just reinforce all this on the edge there. We should be good to go. I'm not an expert at fixing sails, but I'm becoming an expert at spending as little money as possible on whatever project it is I am currently working on. So just for a point of reference, the Sailrite UV cover kit is like 250 bucks. So I'm trying to avoid that if possible. I think my overall plan with this sail is to fix it up good enough to use and then keep my eyes open for a new jib and then have this one as a backup, you know, eventually when there's enough money to buy a new jib. Definitely the wrong scissors for this job.
So this is my cat. His name is Puck. He was named after a Shakespeare character, not the MTV Real House. What was it called? Real Housewife? No.
Broken?
Oh, I've totally forgotten what would that show is called. MTV Cribs? No. Can't remember. Okay, so here I am again, stretching out the rolling furling jib sail. I got a new pair of scissors, so things went a little bit more smoothly than next time I tackled this project. But it was extremely, it just took forever. So again, here I am, again, stripping off the sacrificial, kind of rotted sacrificial layer from the sail. I've ordered new fabric. I ordered some Otterex canvas fabric. I ordered 10 yards of it. I think I paid 95 bucks for 10 yards of this new canvas Otterex fabric. And I got the polyester thread to sew it all on. So I'm just basically waiting for a sewing machine to turn up in my life. Here I am washing the sail down. It just had some mildew on it, so I'm just using some soap and water to wash it all down. Folding the sail up is always a struggle, but I was lucky to have this kind of workspace to spread everything out. This is where I will be doing the sewing as well, this beautiful field.
Okay, finally, this little thing came from China. It took over a month to get this one part, which is a MIPI cable, like so. Okay, super frustrating update on the drone build. This is what a drone looks like, or a racing drone looks like with its guts hanging out. And the problem is, this is the video transmitter, and it goes back here. And there's a cable that runs from there, and I have a super long one here, to the other end, which is the camera. The problem is that this is called a MIPI cable. I've been waiting for over a month to get this thing from China. And the problem is, this is the one I had before, and the ends are different. I don't know if you can tell, but like the ends are different. Basically, the connector ends are different. But they're both called MIPI cables, and there's no other like dimensions or instructions when you buy this board or this video transmitter and this camera to say that the MIPI cable needs this kind of connector. And I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, if I'm just not hooking it up right, but essentially that is supposed to connect to that. I don't know, I'm stuck. I don't know who to ask. So anybody knows the answer to that riddle, please let me know. It turns out it was the camera. This little guy right here is the wrong one. Not sure if you can focus on that or not. It's the wrong camera. So the good news is that I only spent, it was only, I don't know, 30 bucks to get this one, to find out that I had the wrong one. Bad news is the one that I need is like, you know, 56 bucks. So more of the same. Hurry up and wait on the drone front.
All right, so back to boat projects. As you can see by the looks of things, the woodwork in the cockpit there is kind of grayish and not very colorful. So I began the process of bright work, which is basically just when you're dealing with teak like this, it's just sanding it down until you start seeing a little bit of color, and then you know, cleaning up your mess, obviously. You don't want to take too much wood off because obviously that's part of your boat, but you want to sand it down to the color and then apply some sort of treatment to it, and that's what you'll see me here doing in a second. I'll go into the actual stuff here in a bit, but I decided to go this route where instead of using like a varnish or some sort of like coating that seals up the wood, that I would just update it regularly with this kind of polish to kind of keep the wood healthy and looking nice.
So here's a quick shot of these boards. I think they're called Lee boards. I'm not sure. I'll look up the answer. Here's a quick shot of before and after the treatment, which is basically just sanding it down until I can see some color, and then adding this stuff, which I got from my local hardware store. They said it was good and it seems great. It smells really nice. It smells like oranges, and it's kind of like sunscreen for teak, apparently. Curious if anybody knows how long it'll last. Super easy to apply though, so if it doesn't last that long, I don't see why it's so difficult just to put on another coat.
So I've used about half of this bottle of Sunshield so far, and it does work really, really well. I don't know if it lasts as long as I'd like it to, and there might be some other products out there that last a little longer, but I feel like I'm just going to use up this product and then start with something when I've finished the bottle. It was like $20 for the bottle, so I might as well use it up.
Feels here's a shot of my work today on the water. Looks nice. I decided to take the boat for a spin, just get the motor running. Hasn't been running about a month, so took it out for a quick one about. But I don't want to go all the way out on the channel today. I don't think it's too far. No wind, no jib.
Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you'd like to help me along on my adventure, please like and subscribe. It really, really helps. There's a list of kit that I need in the description below if you really want to help. And be sure to check out some of my other Captain Vlog videos. Thanks again for watching.